Right, well, we're going to leave Paul there looking like a renegade from the royal wedding. Now, most people know that the Jam are splitting up at the end of this year. And indeed, the television appearance they'll be making tonight in about half an hour is probably going to be the last live appearance they make. Now, a big question that everybody's asking is, what is Paul Weller going to do next? Well, let's burst into the dressing room, catch him in his vest and ask him. Hello?
Go away! Go away!
Oh, we're coming in! Hello?
Come in.
And it's Paul Weller! Paul, tell me, well, this split. Well, I get mixed up with Paul and Sting. Now, Paul, what about the split? I mean, what are you going to do now?
We're not sure yet, and I don't think any of us got sort of definite plans.
Well, you've been involved in a whole lot of other things apart from the music, haven't you? I mean, for instance, there's the record company that you've got.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, actually. There's one group called The Questions who've got a single out at the moment called Work and Play.
What, do you think they're going to be big? When are they going to do an album?
Well, it won't be till next year. We want to try and get some singles off the ground first, but no one seems to be buying the records yet.
Yeah? Oh, well, maybe it's your name behind them, eh?
Right,
Yeah, well, the other thing you've been doing is fanzines, I believe it, and you write poetry too. Yes, and there's one propped up. Now, tell me about your involvement with that.
Well, we've done a few things. We've done some like poetry fanzines and that, but we're going to start going into books now. And like, this is the first one we've done, like on the Small Faces. It's available from 45 to 53 Sinclair Road, costs £2, including packaging and posting, you know. And, you know, we've got some other ideas like that. We've got a book of poetry coming out soon by Aidan Cant, who's a local Geordie lad. And just some other things lined up. There's a book on the Jam coming out next year as well.
Well, and have you got anything to do? I believe you did some of the artwork for this as well. That's another thing you do?
No, I didn't really.
Oh, yes. Well, there you go, eh? So are you looking forward to doing this set live tonight in the show?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think, you know, like everyone's been moaning about sort of music on TV for the last sort of 5 years or something, so hopefully it's like to be a big chance, you know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite exciting. But you're not going to give up music altogether, are you?
I don't think any of us will, because it's in our blood, you know what I mean? So.
Might that take a different turn? I mean, what kind of involvement do you see yourself having in music?
How do you mean?
Yeah, well, let me rephrase that, Paul. I mean, if you're going to do music, you know, of another type, are you going to do it just with different people or just branching out by yourself?
Well, I haven't thought about it, really, honestly. Sorry about that.
Oh, well, that's the end of that. Well, anyway, talking about these magazines again, the thing about you wrote poetry, says she, knocking over one of the cola cans. Yeah, is that going to be involved in any of that? I mean, you're going to go on with it?
No, not really, no.
You're going to be a writer? You're going to be famous, write a novel?
No, I don't think so, no.
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack, yeah. Yeah, okay, well, thanks very much. Paul Weller's been speaking to us. And now we're going from the sublime to the very ridiculous. We're going back to Paula.
That's a bit mean, wasn't it? Few people realise that my links with the mod started before I was even born, when Pete Townsend asked my mother out. This is true. Now he's extremely famous and he'll be with us later. Meanwhile, it's back to Paul Weller, who's the Gene Shrimpton of the mod magazines. You may be used to seeing him on TV, but he's equally at home on the cover of mod magazines. So here he is. Here's Weller, the mod hero, still defiantly unwashed, appearing on the cover of Patriotic, in the company of Vespers, Lambrettas and Checkered Fashions. Patriotic, based in Stoke Newington, is one of a flood of mod magazines that challenge or fill the gaps left by the big music weeklies. They've usually got better titles, like Extraordinary Sensations, from Essex with more jam on it, or there are Clever Remarks, hailing from Harrow. We've even found a Dutch mod magazine. Jamming magazine, featured in a future tube, has made it into a bigger format, but generally fanzines are amateur and made by the dedicated for the devoted. Fight Back looks at all mod-influenced bands up to the present day, hence the haircuts. Shapes of Things is possibly the most colourful and well laid out of the present generation of mod magazines, and it's based in Birmingham. Proving that mod has far from cooled down in the 80s, here are the readers and editor of Shapes of Things talking to Jules.
Well, here I am with the editor, Steve, of this rather interesting magazine. Tell us a little bit how you started this magazine.
Well, it started off, there were three of us. There was Debbie Henderson, who did issue 1 on her own, interviewed Dexys, 1 or 2 other bits and pieces. Then I joined with my girlfriend Fiona for issue 2. We interviewed the Chords, did a thing on the Moondogs, thing on the Yardbirds. Issue 3, Purple Hearts, a thing on, we went around Birmingham interviewing modernists.
Modernist rather than mods?
Well, mods is an abbreviation of modernists.
Uh-huh.
So we did a thing on 17, Issue 4, I started to take over more then. I did the undertones, the mods, we three of us did the Nervous Kind. Then the girls left after issue 4, and issue 5 I did on my own.
Is this the latest issue? I don't know.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And what do you think of other magazines like, say, The Face or NME or something like that?
I used to like the NME a couple of years ago, but not so much now. The Face, it's okay. I read them occasionally, depends what's in them.
What are all these men's parts in it? Tell us your names and your parts.
Friends.
I'm Paul.
What do you do?
I'm the mud and just help Stu go around with him on the nights sort of thing.
Friends of mine.
We'll go around on the nights, all around each other's houses.
And how about you over there?
My name's Paul as well, and I'm a friend with Steve, and we go around, you know, selling the magazine and everything.
How much is the magazine?
It's 30p.
How about you on the end there?
No, it's all my names, and we just get to rent clubs and that together, don't we? Just good friends.
How about, I mean, what don't you think that it's a bit odd having mods when it's an old thing, like not starting up something new?
Not really, I disagree with you, I don't say it is. I mean, just because it began 15 years ago, there's no reason why it shouldn't continue now. It's different now than it was then.
Do you have adverts for scooters in your...
Well, if somebody wanted to put some in, yeah, we would, but advert for anything, I'm not fussy.
And is it music or is it fashion for you, do you think?
Both, music and fashion, definitely, yeah.
And how many of these do you sell a week, do you know?
Well, I don't know about a week, but we have about sort of 1,000 printed every issue and just sell them as they go. You know.
Do you cover other things other than just mod things?
Oh, yeah, of course we do. It's not a mod magazine. It's a fanzine. It's Six's influenced, but we interview other groups as well. Like I said, the Undertones, Nervous Kind, Moondogs. We're not a mod zine like some others.
How about, I mean, do you think it's likely that in the future you could grow and end up being a magazine, say, the size of, I don't know, The Face or NME, something like that? Is that your plan to get to that?
Jamin's done that. It'd be nice to do it, but I don't suppose I'd reach a wide enough audience. It'd be great to do that, but whether I could or not is another matter.
Where does one get the magazine from, and if you wanted to buy it?
Well, Virgin Records in Birmingham, other Virgin Records in London, the Megastore, Rough Trade, all the usual outlets really, in Birmingham, London and Coventry.
What do you think of television on music and mods? Do you think it gives it enough coverage?
Oh, none at all really. You know, it's a bit unfair. Let's show the odd 60s clip, but that's about it really.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.